reading, you have young children who, my platform is based on like fourth graders, and if you're in fourth grade and your reading level is not as high as it should be, and you're having a time thing on the computer on this part test to try and read this and get all the questions explained and understand what they're talking about, and you only have like 30 minutes to read 2 passages, and it takes you that long to read 1 passage, that's not going to help them. And it's, yeah.
If like people need help in some fields and aren't able to get it, or like are timed and can't get that help that they need, then that.
Okay, so Common Core isn't about time tests. It's about trying to get equal balance, like a platform for everybody to where everybody should reach for the country, because every single state has their own, like, where you should be, and that's kind of uneven because someone in Texas might be some different than someone in Arkansas or Tennessee or something like that. And so, like, China has a different platform than everybody. Like Singapore, the platform is the same for everybody. It's not different for anybody, and it's all the same.
Well, that's like being a military child. Like, because I moved from Texas to Georgia to here, and if everything's the same when you move to place, it's easier to like go and adjust and adapt to different places. So.
Yeah, like you see, like you said, military kids. Like someone will come from a different state, and
okay. So, like you were saying, you said that that it keeps everybody on the same level. What happens if the kid's smarter than that level? Or how do they succeed at school when that's the only level that the class is at?
Or what if they're below that level too? You never know. And if we want everybody to be on the same page, why not make it worldwide? Why not have people in China learn the same way we do? If you really want to be competitive, then let's have everybody in the world do it together, and not just a nation, because then that singles us out. And what if the way Common Core isn't the same as what China does, and they're still ahead? What if this doesn't work out?
Like just for instance, Luke could be as smart as the Chinese people now, but how is he gonna reach that potential with Common Core putting everybody on the same level?
Yeah, like they want us to catch up to these other countries, but just saying everyone needs to be at this level at this time is not going to do that. And that's all I got to say for now. Without more.
All right.
Okay. What if it does work out though? What if it helps everybody get on the same page and we can compete worldwide? We're not going to be the same. We're behind. We have to catch up before we can get ahead. So.
And like what you said is like, what if they're ahead? There are programs that let you go ahead. Like I'm in regular math. Most of y'all are in math like 2 levels ahead of me. And so in high school it's different than elementary. In elementary school everybody should be at the same level. And there really shouldn't be a reason for like someone to be higher than you, because I mean you're all in the same classroom. But in high school you have different classrooms from everybody else.
And like for me, I'm a military kid, so like I spent my first few years in elementary school here in Arkansas, but then around 1st, 2nd grade I moved to North Carolina. When I got to North Carolina, they were already way ahead of me in math than what I was used to here in Arkansas, so that really put me behind, and it was really hard for me to get used to what they were doing to catch up.
I think if we're all on different levels, we can't be on the same level.
Now, one of my big deals with being against Common Core is that a lot of like the countries like pushing them with money and whatnot, like giving bonuses to schools that are doing Common Core, and that's not necessarily controlling because it is the school's choice, but it still semi-is. It's like, here's some money if you do what we want you to, whereas other schools that don't want to would be falling behind, like technology-wise and whatnot, or wouldn't be able to get those bonuses.
And with the whole testing thing, I remember seeing this picture on Instagram last night about how, America does all the standardized tests, Dakota, and how, other countries, they pay their teachers better. They get rid of tests and homework, and they're doing better. So if we're modeling after another state.
Okay, so next?
I think you read.
Anyone? Draw volunteers tribute.
I was saying like, if we're all on, we should be like on the same level because we're all on different levels. We can't really be even. Like China and all of them, I'm pretty sure they're all like on the same level, and like we're kind of topsy-turvy. Some people are below, some people are above. So if we have like an even playing field, we could be even, and then we can compete.
Well, and this doesn't just affect schools. Like, you have to think long term because it's going to affect people with jobs. Like, if you have to move to a different location, you're going to have to know the same things, and some people just won't know it because they've been in a different region. That's not really fair.
And like, y'all all know Ivana. She told me that she was thinking about moving to Arizona. And in Arizona, they only require like 2 years or 3 years of math. While here, you only have 4. So she could go over there and graduate like her junior year. And like, say if she left from Arizona and came here, she would be like, when she's a junior, she'd be like a sophomore because she only missed.
Anyone? Anyone? You do it.
So, with the whole thing about the different states, it's different school districts as well that may require different things. Like, you never know until you get to that school. And while, yes, Arizona might require 3 years of math, you take math your 8th grade year, like, some of us took Algebra 1 our 8th grade year, and so we're getting done with math this year. Is Common Core just going to level us out and make sure everybody has the same levels? Does that mean everybody's going to get done their junior year? Everybody's going to get done their senior year? You don't know.
Dakota, you said that in elementary school kids, they're supposed to be on the same level, that there's no reason why anybody should be higher or lower. People do have their own potential to have a better understanding of math than other kids. Kids can catch on to math quick, that easy, and other kids can be so slow. Like, I have a slow time learning with math, but I'm in a higher level than than anybody else.
Okay, what you said. In elementary school, they have like they don't have special programs like high school. Like you can't go to a higher math. You're all in the same class together. And they have like programs like Alpha or whatever where you can go and talk to other people and stuff. But they're not like they don't have like you can leave that classroom to go to another classroom to learn a higher math. It's all the same math class. And so elementary school, it's more understandable. High school, on the other hand, is like in middle school, like you said, y'all took math algebra 1 8th grade year or something like that. It's kind of like I don't know where I'm going with this. Like
It's not
lost.
saying you can't exceed the expectations. It's saying you have to be at the minimum at least.
yes,
Literally.
like it's not putting you down. It's saying like you're supposed to be at a certain level at a certain time. Like there's people like that are bad at math, but like they're trying to make sure that they're at that level at that grade. Because like I don't know.
You can still go higher than what they expect.
What about people with like dyslexia that are really bad at like reading and catching on time? Like we were talking about having only 30 minutes to read like 2 passages. What if they have to keep going over it and they aren't receiving help in special classes?
It doesn't have.
Like you said, there was no special programs for elementary school. What happened to Alpha?
I mentioned Alpha. I was like, there's like classes like Alpha.
What happens between elementary school and middle school to where everybody's on the same level, and then all of a sudden you get to middle school, and some people are pre-AP and some people aren't? Can you explain that? What happens? Do you just some people